touchdown, time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a bird gang nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here calling with Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man Saul Jackson like Sean, hunting like Randolph. Season here, early time to do them in. Your boy Philly Fresco. Thanks for tuning in.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, and we are back, baby. It is Philly the podcast. So today, I'm sipping on that Kool-Aid again. You heard me? So we're gonna talk a little bit about what this Eagles offense is, man. I feel like a lot of people are, I don't even want to say sleeping on this. I feel like people are just straight up disrespecting us at this point. I think that everybody in the NFC East has just as much as a chance as the next person. So we're going to talk about it, man. Shout out to everybody in here already. Eagles Uncensored, my guy. I believe that's AK Eagles. So shout out to my guy. Big Play Slay in the building. Addie B, Carlos. Big Play Slay. I said Ref Taco, Raheem in the building. Ryan Rose, Shifty. What's up, baby? What's up? D Biggie in the building. Eagles UK in the building. I see you. Eagles Champ, Jock Talk. I see all y'all. I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you doing? What's good, Stephen Joyce? So let me talk real quick, man. What's good, Midwest Eagles fan? I see you. What's up, Damo? You here for the smoke already? I'm here every 12:30. We do this every lunchtime. I'm always here for the smoke. Be sure to hit that like before I get into all this, because YouTube has been tripping. YouTube has like messed up this whole month. So just be sure to hit that like. You know, if you aren't subscribed, please do subscribe. Just help push this content out, because YouTube is just crazy right now. What's good, Eagles Realist? He said, what's the O-line gonna look like? I have Mailata, Dickerson, Kelsey, Brandon Brooks, Johnson as the starting five with Dillard, Sayamalu, Clark, and Driscoll when the whole team rips spleen. Look, I mean, that's, I think, the biggest I don't even want to say question mark. I think that's the biggest key to our team right now. If we could stay healthy on our offensive line, we're going to have a lot of competition. We're going to have a lot of assets. All right. You know, Howie loves to say assets. You know, this team loves to talk about assets. Is Andre Dillard even really necessary at this point? I mean, how old is LaRaven Clark? I'm not sure on that, but I don't think he's too old. Either way, I know he's already a guy that can be a swing tackle. So this goes back to what I said in the beginning, man. If Andre Dillard is not the clear-cut number one at left tackle, his role becomes very, very questionable, because I don't see him moving to guard like some people say. I definitely don't. You know, we saw what happens when he moved to right tackle. Maybe it's something he can work on, but I don't see him being a solid swing tackle. So Andre Dillard has one chance, and I really think his one chance is to be the best guy at that left tackle position. If, like you said, Mailata becomes that starter, I think that it's time that you start looking at what Dillard's value is. So I think that our offensive line can be a top 5 offensive line realistically if they're healthy. So I think that's the key to the season. I like the underdog role. I do too. 20. All right. So he's 27, 28 when the season kicks off. Exactly. So he's not that old. Yeah. And I like this underdog stuff, man. Look, I'm not saying we're going to be the best team. I'm not saying we're going to go crazy this year. My thing is we're going to be competitive. This was a bad division overall last year. I think everybody was bad, right? So like, and realistically, the NFL was not what the NFL, like the good teams were not. Everybody had a little bit of an issue last year. I'll say it like this. Obviously, we had a very big issue with winning some games, but it is what it is. I think we can be good. I think we can be very good, especially in this division. I'm not saying like that's the thing. I'm not saying we're going to be the number one team in the NFC conference. I'm saying this division is not that great. So I don't think that there's anybody that runs away with this division. So I don't know why everybody's sleeping on this. You ready for the NBA playoffs? Oh, you know I'm ready. I'm ready. Tomorrow, the Nets, baby. I'm hyped, bro. I know I'm the black sheep of the Eagles family because I like the Nets, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm excited about this season, Jalen Hurts season. Let's go. I am too, and I think Jalen Hurts is getting an unfair shake. Like we've said, we didn't see much of him, right? We didn't see him play much, but we saw some of these other quarterbacks play, and they were trash last year. Like, look, I think Tua can become a great quarterback, but he was not that good last year. Carson was obviously trash last year. Dak Prescott doesn't even have it. Like, Dak Prescott didn't play last year, so the same knock that you can give to my man's Jalen Hurts, you can say on Dak Prescott. And who's to know if Dak Prescott's going to come back at full health? So I think the question marks are there with every quarterback they put ahead of them. So that's really my thing. I liked what the coaches are saying. Me too. And that's what I was talking about yesterday. I did kind of like a pop-up live, but that's what I like to hear. I like to hear that they're going to be using the versatility. They're going to be using these players in the way that fits them. And that's what we need. We don't need that stagnant. If you don't fit, you don't, it is what it is type thing. Like, we can't just, we just can't expect these players to mold their playing style to one set type of defense. You have to have that versatility. And I think you see that in the NFL because you see it on the offense. People are honestly disrespecting and discrediting how good Sayamalu actually is. Let me rephrase, that entire O-line is getting discredited. Exactly. We didn't see our offensive line last year. So if we're healthy, this offensive line, in my opinion, there's no excuse why we can't be a top 5. There's no excuse if healthy. And, on that note, I don't know if you guys saw, I just saw an article saying that Lane Johnson said he's 100% ready to go. So that's always good to hear. I know my Kerrigan video wasn't popular, but I wasn't a fan of the signing, but nothing can do. I'm over it. Back to get excited. I think Ryan Kerrigan came cheap. I think he's a very solid player when healthy. I think last year, obviously he wasn't healthy, but he still was productive when he played. So, I like the signing. He's not a guy that's going to put us over the top to win a Super Bowl, but I like the signing. We didn't give up too much. So I'm not too mad at it. I'm going to have to go watch that video now. See you bugging out. Oh, damn, I'm behind. My bad, y'all. What's good, Kev? What's good, brother? I haven't been following for a while. I've been dealing with some personal issues. Well, I hope you're good, Eagles champ. I hope you're good, man. I'm glad you were able to come through, man. 10-7, 4 seed, lose to the Seahawks in the first round as always. If we did something like that's kind of a success for me, man. Like, I think this, like I said, I think that this offense is going to be competitive. I don't think we're going to be, world beaters, but I think nobody knows what we are, and I don't even think we necessarily know what we fully are. I mean, we have talent. We have talented players. So I think that we can make something happen. Go Celtics. Who are y'all playing? Y'all playing y'all playing us. Yeah, that's not happening. I forgot we all playing us. Why? I just geeked out for a second. Yeah, that's not happening. It's going to be Nets and 4. Shout out to everybody in here. We got 20 people in here. Please be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe if you are new. We're trying to get to 2,000. I would appreciate all of you guys, man. I'm a Cowboys and Clippers fan. Clippers, that's a random team, but I respect it. He's our depth right tackle. I'm rooting for y'all to beat Boston. Them hecklers too much. I'm rooting for the Nets to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals so that we could play. And I'm rooting for the Philadelphia 76ers. I want to play y'all. It is what it is. Me and RB, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm sure y'all all watch him for the Sixers stuff. Philly take with RB. Me and him already said if we play, we're betting on the game. We're making a bet on the series. So I definitely want that to happen. Whether or not we win, it would be a lot of fun. From Colts, yeah, I like that move. I didn't have a problem with that. Castro, what's good? Lindy, what's good, brother? You must be from San Diego. LaRaven Clark is the offensive line. Will help Jack Stroll and Jordan Mailata to bring some more coverage plays. Is Jack Stroll moving the offensive line? That would be interesting. Yeah, Joe, I'm with you. All this young talent at the O-line. Dillard just becomes an extra mouth to feed at this point. I'd try to get a second or third, maybe Denver or Jags or Texans. Exactly. I agree. And maybe he's somebody that you send over to Atlanta. Maybe he's the guy that makes sense to give up for Julio Jones. Maybe you could say, listen, we'll give you Andre Dillard in like a 5th round pick. Maybe they take that. Maybe I'm bugging, but you never know. You never know until you try, right? Like, I'm sure there's somebody that would not mind having him, man. I just don't think it's us right now. What are those? What is that? I don't even see. Oh yeah, we hungry. We hungry. We definitely hungry. I see what it is. What's good, Brandon? Eagles being treated like the Jets. It's annoying. Jets getting more respect than us. So that's a fact too, especially like a Zach Wilson. How you gonna have Zach Wilson ahead of Jalen Hurts? Like, what has Zach Wilson done? He had one good year in college. Like, get out of here. Top five, and we not five. You feel me? Like, yeah, if our offensive line is healthy, bro, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Wish we let the young guys play. I think that's where we're going this year. Listening to John Gannon, I didn't get to listen to the full Steve Steichen interview yet. So you guys let me know in the comments, like kind of what you guys took from the Steve Steichen. I'm gonna watch that after this. But watching the Jonathan Gannon one, you could really tell he feels comfortable developing guys. So I think this is the year that we're finally gonna have a coach that wants to make the players he has better and not necessarily just go get better players. So I'm feeling it. I'm getting those 2016 vibes, man. I really am. Kerrigan is our new Chris Long in a way. I agree. He's that vet guy. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, man. They all sleeping on us, and we gonna wake them up. And that's the best part. That's the best part because they're going to wake up all groggy and it's going to be too late. We're going to watch. We're going to surprise a lot of teams. Eagles Uncensored. I don't see any Long and Kerrigan, but respect your opinion. I don't think it's necessary. Well, actually, yeah, I think, honestly, Kerrigan's a better player, if we're being honest. Kerrigan is a better player than Chris Long was. Chris Long was a monster, and Chris Long had some great years. And, Chris Long did great for us as a rotational piece. But realistically, Ryan Kerrigan could be that guy. I mean, he's older now, obviously, but he probably still has a couple years in that tank as being that guy. And he's a premier pass rusher. So, I mean, at this point, like at the point that we got them, I think the Ryan Kerrigan move might be better or might prove to be better than Chris Long. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we can't say nothing until we see, right? Celtics beating the Nets. That ain't happening, Papa. That ain't happening. I bet you the Seahawks go 1-16 and the one team they beat is us. I wouldn't even be surprised, man. I wouldn't even be surprised. They preach competition. Where is the extra kicker and punter? We don't need an extra punter. First of all, shout out to Aaron Sippis. If you did not see our interview of Aaron Sippis, I'm on the Aaron Sippis train, all right? Shout out to him. He's going to be our Pro Bowl punter. But I would love to see another kicker in here. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think that's one of the least talked about subjects that should be getting some attention. Look, Jake Elliott had the worst year of his career last year, and it was bad. It was very bad. And some of it you can put on Doug Peterson, not really putting him in, putting him in positions to get, I want to say like you have to have some type of rhythm, but like all you're doing is kicking, right? Like I don't know. Like part of me is like when you're not going out there kicking extra points and you're going for it on fourth down all the damn time, it kind of gets to you as a kicker. Like you're probably not really as ready, but you should be ready, right? As a kicker. I don't know. I'm hoping that he gets it together. I'm glad you brought it up because Jake Elliott is definitely a big point of contention this offseason. I don't think people are talking about it enough. He said, shut your mouth, Shalay. Facts, though. Sixers will beat the Nets. Nah, son. If it's Sixers versus Nets, we're going to win in 6. I'll give y'all 6. Y'all might get eliminated by the Bucks. Didn't they just get eliminated? Stop it. Grimes and Osborne taking spots. That'll be interesting. What's good, Drew Anderson? That would be very interesting. I think the offensive depth chart is going to be very different from what a lot of us think, because I think that this coaching staff is looking for something particular, and this is not a rock paper scissors joke, but I think they're going to let competition win. They're going to let these guys fight it out, man, and we might be surprised. Travis Fulgham might be a guy that doesn't make it, and I'm not saying he will or won't. I'm just saying Greg Ward might not, it might be some surprise names coming off of this offense, and just get ready for it. So, because we do have some talented guys. My Wizards about to smoke the 76ers. Book it 4-1. Go Wizards. Hey, I'll take that. I would not, I wouldn't mind that. That would be funny. Slay, we're not playing Seahawks if they're winning 16. Don't sleep on Knicks. Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Knicks. Oh, here he goes. You can't give them nothing nice. They get one playoff. NY Media is gonna eat up Wilson and his mom. Big facts, bro. He was crying in Utah, wherever the hell he was. Miles Sanders loves Shane Steichen. All these dudes sound very excited. So I'm hyped. I'm definitely hyped. Sixers over the Nets. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna probably stream the Nets games. And then once, because I really do believe it's gonna be Nets versus Sixers. So once that comes, we're gonna have to definitely get on, we're gonna be on some ish. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Ring the bell. It's all about the Nets, man. Yes, sir. LOL Rose 6th man of the year. Here he goes. Here he goes. Yeah, we running a ninja defense. There is no scheme. I love it. Bad. I love it. So bad. Our jerseys aren't too bad. Our jerseys aren't black. Yeah, we should switch up. We need our Kelly Green back, man. That's what we need, bro. They need to stop playing with us, man. Gannon said everybody that dresses on game day is going to play. I like it. Get these young guys some experience. Yeah. He said if you show up, you're going to play, man. And look, man, I think that works two ways, right? I feel like if you show up during the week, if you practice during the week, bust your butt. And even when he was saying, he didn't call out any necessarily specific veterans, but even he was saying, man, if vets don't want to learn the new system because they just like playing a certain type of way, there's no need for you at the end of the day. So I like his mentality, man. Washington had the choice of Ryan Kerrigan or Casey Tuhill, and they chose Tuhill. Well, we had Tuhill too. We probably should have never gave up Tuhill, to be honest. We drafted that man in like the 7th round. Ninja defense. Yeah, versatility everywhere. It's going to be fun to watch. Kerrigan has more productive than long before they both got to Philly. Just because he won a Super Bowl with the Patriots doesn't mean Kerrigan couldn't make the same contribution. I agree with that. What's good, Birdman? What's good, brother? How you doing, man? Jake needs to just get cut. We need a new kicker. Because more that I think about it, I don't know why I try to be nice to this guy. And I feel like Brandon, when he's on here, he's always like, bro, he's a freaking kicker. What does he need to warm up for? It's true. I don't understand how he's missing all these kicks. I don't know, man. So yeah, he needs to figure it out, or he needs to go. Don't see 2017. I want to see it, but new coaches, I don't see 2017. No, I don't see a Super Bowl team, but I do see things in the 2016 era, where we were building something, where there was obvious youth coming in here and it was an obvious change. I do see a little bit of that in the coaching staff and stuff. So I'm excited for that. Nah, it's not Doug's fault. Jake missed 220. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I love the Kerrigan signing. I just wish we could trade Ertz. We could throw in Kimmy for free. I'd take anything at this point. I mean, if he doesn't want to play here, yeah, he's got to go. That's really where I'm at. It's going to be hard, and I probably should make a video about what I think about Zach Ertz, but realistically, with Zach, man, it's going to be tough seeing him go. But if he wants to go, I'm going to probably change my opinion on how much I love him, to be real. I think that, look, I'm an Eagles fan at the end of the day. So if you don't want to be my friend, you ain't got to be my friend. That's really how I look at it. Maybe I'm taking it too personal, but it is what it is. Wizards in 6. That would be hilarious, man. They would be crying, bro. And what I mean by ninja is it's going to be a lot of cat and mouse, and giving the players freedom to do their own looks. RD is going to look crazy. Yeah. And he even said it's got a lot of pre-snap stuff. I'm excited for that. They should let the best player play. No more favorites. Exactly. Don't let contracts play. You got to let players play. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that far too much. We saw that last year. We saw that with Alshon Jeffrey. We saw that with Jason Peters. You don't let contracts play. You got to let the players play. If they, earn that spot, they earn that spot. Where has Brandon been lately? He's going to come back on. I've been kind of busy. He did an interview with Hollis Thomas, though, if you guys haven't seen that. Miles needs to stay healthy. Everybody needs to stay healthy. And it'll be interesting to see what it was. Because if we stay healthy this year, I'm putting it on Doug. I'm saying that Doug's practices were soft. I'm saying that Doug was soft with these players because it doesn't make sense how injured we were. We'll be having a special guest in the green room tonight at 6 p.m. Lindy End Zone. Stay tuned. West Coast time. So what time is that? East Coast. I'll come check you out for sure. Shout out to my guy Lindy too. Joking Eagles champ, joking, bro. You know I got love for you. Yeah, we all family, bro. I don't know what Kimmy is. Y'all be pulling me into inside jokes that I don't know what the heck is going on. If y'all don't make the ECF, it's the biggest failure in NBA history. We still got a year. But I mean, I wouldn't say the biggest because we basically gave up our. I mean, it would be between now and when we gave up all our picks and all our players for those 3 old men from the Celtics. So, I mean, pick or choose. We make some bad decisions, but hopefully it works out. Real talk, Eagles champ. I was really kidding. Smile more. Yes, sir. Subscribe to that channel. All right, I got geeking now. Why are these links annoying and wrong? I don't know what's up with Facebook. I mean, YouTube, bro. Seriously, like YouTube has been wilding out lately. Newman QB2, maybe that would be interesting. I don't think they will, just because Joe Flacco's that experienced guy, and they want him to play. They want him to be that guy that, even if it's just competition, they want him to push Jalen Hurts. But if Jamie Newman comes out and balls out, it is what it is. Who would be my biggest surprise player to cut and not make the team? I would say, that's a tough one, because I would probably say J-Jaw, just because I don't think we will, but it wouldn't be a surprise as far as talent. I don't think he should be on this team. Ertz is another guy that they might just end up cutting. That would hurt. I don't think that's much of a surprise for everybody, though. I'll go with Greg Ward. I think Greg Ward, I do love Greg Ward, and I think he was he was our most consistent wide receiver for the past couple years. But I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I just don't necessarily know what his role is going to be in this offense. I feel like everybody has, we have our big guys, we got our fast guys, we got our route guys, so I don't really know where he'd fall in. So if I had to pick somebody that I would be like, damn, really, it would probably be him. Yes, sir. Yeah, he working behind the scenes. What he said, Zach trying his best to get back with Carson Wentz. If that's what he want to do, then go, man. It's corny to me. It is what it is. I'm not going to get too into that, but keep grinding, brother. Bucks in 7 versus. Didn't they get eliminated? Am I tweaking? I'm tweaking, huh? I saw somebody say they got eliminated. I really do think Kerrigan is going to cause some havoc. I do too. I think that this whole defense, man, I think they're slept on. If we really are going to play to their strengths and not, just kind of kitty corner them into what we want, man, look, the NFL is changing, bro. The NFL is changing. It's all about athleticism. Yeah, Slay, let Brandon work, damn it. Yeah, crazy. Zach Ertz will be able to help on the D-line of this project. Will be more production. We'll see what happens with Ertz, man. I hope half of me wants him to stay, but Joe Flacco made Miles Sanders cry as a Steelers fan. Yeah, I didn't really understand that. I didn't know why he was so hyped to see him. Joe, I tried getting your YouTube link from YouTube Studio and it showed mine. I really don't understand how YouTube is bugging out lately, because I know I'm not the only one. So it is what it is. I appreciate all y'all rocking out. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe if you're new, do all those simple things. Hassan Ridgeway could be a surprise cut. He could be. I don't really see the defensive tackle depth though, because outside of, we got Javon Hargrave. Now we got Milton Williams. So, maybe we don't keep 4 or 5. I don't know. Yeah, maybe he could be a surprise guy. That's a true one. You good? Just don't do it again. What compensatory pick would we get if we cut Ertz? It would depend on his contract, I believe. So it would depend on what his next contract that he signs would be. But we'd probably get somewhere around like a fifth or a fourth. Probably nothing crazy. Greg Ward is our best receiver, though. I mean, is he? Is he really? I mean, obviously, I think Devontae Smith is going to be that guy. But, I think if you're looking at Devontae Smith, you're looking at Jalen Reagor, Travis Fulgham, you're looking at John Hightower, you're looking at Quez Watkins. I mean, I don't really know necessarily, and I would love to see him play well. I would love to see him go out there and ball out. But, I just don't know. He doesn't have age on his side and everything, so I get a little nervous. I am a big fan of Greg Ward. I'm just being honest with that, Brother Bucks. All right, so I am geeking. I don't know why I saw somebody like post the Bucks are maybe they were just trolling. I got to start reading articles before I quote them. People underestimate Zach. He was a top man corner in an air raid conference, can definitely be a cornerback 2 or 1. And I saw he was a beast on special teams too. So I don't know if they still care about special teams like they used to, but you thinking about the Australian League Ducks, not the GS League Bucks. But y'all crazy. Hat one, I'm talking to you when walking. All I know is the Nets is going to sweep everybody we play, and then we're going to win the championship. I was about to say Super Bowl. Y'all got me messed up. It's the best Philly YouTuber. Hey, what's good, Arizona Cardinals fan? What's good? Shout out to Manscaped. Yeah, shout out to Manscaped. We really that was crazy. Manscaped hit me up, and we're going to be doing a partnership with them pretty soon. So it's pretty cool. I ain't gonna cap. That's a pretty cool thing. We got Fletch, Milton Williams, Hargrave, Marlon Tiapatu, and other depth pieces for defensive tackle spot. I like Hassan Ridgeway, but we'll see if Marlon is good. I know Marlon is more of like he's kind of just a gap eater type guy. Like he's just a big body in the middle. So if that's what they want, then yeah, I mean, I think Hassan Ridgeway gives us more on the pass rushing edge of it, but we'll see. We'll see. TF13, a surprise cut. That would surprise me, man. That would definitely surprise me. We are winning the division if we get Stephen Gilmore. If we get a top flight cornerback, or even if Zach McPherson is a really good cornerback too, it could be scary. We could definitely be a scary team. What's a big June 1st cut we could look at? We could get Jordan Reed as a backup tight end. First of all, Jordan Reed's from Connecticut. Didn't he retire? But either way, he's just like a walking concussion waiting to happen. That man's had like 40 concussions. I'm good on him. But I think Zach Ertz is eligible to be a June 1st cut. I know we would save a lot of money. I don't want to see it happen. I would rather it be a trade. Even if you're getting a 6th round pick, 7th, like get something for him at this point. And I kind of said this with Carson too. I just don't want to see you just give up on it. You know what I'm saying? But if that's what, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. A surprise signing, Joe Castro. I doubt that. I doubt they're going to sign me. Maybe, though. I would go out there. I would be a good, defensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, maybe like a tackle or maybe an end. I ain't really got the speed to be a DN, but Manscaped, they got me for a cool 100. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get on it now. Ward is the only dependable other guy. Dropped the ball. I agree, but he doesn't have the age. That's going to be going against him, unfortunately. And he's not the biggest guy. He's not the fastest guy. There's nothing that really we need to have him here because his ceiling is so, I think we kind of know what he is. So, like I said, I love the guy and I hope that he balls out, but no pun intended because we're talking about Manscaped. But, shout out to Philly Podcast. Keep up the good work. You already know, brother. Appreciate you coming in, man. Newman for QB, one laugh my ass off. I'm just kidding. No QB controversy here. Bring back Trey. I would not be mad at bringing back Trey Burton. I know that Philly Insider Podcast, we was talking on we were talking on A2D radio, and we were talking about who we would, want at that second tight end position. And we went over Trey Burton, and he said he would love to get Trey Burton. And honestly, he kind of talked me into wanting Trey Burton. So I would not be mad at that. But we also have a lot of tight ends on this roster, right? We have Tyree Jackson. And I'm going to kind of go from the bottom up, but we have Tyree Jackson that just got transformed to a tight end. I know there's probably a better word. We got Jason Kroom. We don't have Richard Rodgers anymore, but we could bring him back. Obviously we got Dallas Goedert. We got Hakeem Butler. We have a lot of tight ends. So I think it's something that if you give up Zach Ertz, you could still probably develop somebody that you have. And then obviously Jack Stahl. I wish I knew where to go to see someone always get mad and overreact to everything our team does. I don't overreact to everything. Most of it, though. What I think the Eagles are looking to do with Ertz is they want to trade Ertz when other teams need replacements for an injury and tight end, and you get that. I can agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I could dig that, but before there's like 3 milestones that I think with Zach Ertz he already passed. So I think the first one was right after the season. That's when people usually get those little weird trades off. There was a lot of trades. And then right before the draft, and then right after the draft, I think those were 3 big milestones that we probably had premier value for him. Now, I'm not saying he was a first round pick, second round pick value, but he probably had the highest value at those 3 milestones. And we missed them. So, it kind of is what it is. We'll see. I think the next big milestone is training camp, is the preseason and stuff like that, like you said. So we'll see. At the end of the day, if we trade for a 6th for Ertz, we could get higher compensation. Could we? It would depend on the contract. So I mean, that's true. That's true if you look at it like that. That's kind of true. Big play slate the next Eagles signing. What's good, Mitch? Did you see Trey gave Tebow free advice? Oh, he's gonna need it. He's definitely gonna need it. Manscaped's got good product. I got these smooth, glistening. Thanks, baby. Yeah, that's funny, bro. We would be close in all our division games, the Raiders and the Falcons. We need Richard Rodgers because he catches every game-winning Hail Mary imaginable. That's a fact. I would love to have Richard Rodgers back. I think he was, very, very underrated, to be honest. But we'll see. We will see. I'm kind of right there. Like, I know the main concept, the main point I did this video was, do we have enough on offense to be competitive? And I think the answer to that is yes. I think that there is enough, especially when you look at the offensive line. And I think that the floor for Jalen Hurts is high enough that you can be a competitive team if everybody around him is being good. Now, if he's great, if his ceiling is off the charts, then awesome. You got a great quarterback. But even if he's not, I think that his floor is high enough that we can still be a competitive team. I heard y'all were into DeAndre before we got him. Oh, don't bring that up, man. Don't bring that up. Yeah, we were into everybody. We are into everybody. Joe got Eagle sources. Nah, man. Nah, son. I am your Eagle source, y'all. Eagles should have gave Cowboys Ertz and kept the 3rd round pick. Nah, hell nah. Why are you giving them that's what they needed, that's what they wanted on offense was a tight end. I definitely wouldn't have done that. Either way, you're going to get something for Ertz at some point. Yeah, or he might just get cut and nobody signs him for nothing that much. Like, he might go somewhere for like the league minimum if we cut him. So we might not get nothing. You know what I'm saying? There's that possibility too. How about Zach Ertz and Barnett for a late 2nd and maybe 3rd round pick? I wouldn't be mad at that. I saw, I forget which one of y'all showed it to me, but it was in the Discord. I saw that trade mock trade. I don't even know what the heck it's called, but they were talking about giving up Derek Barnett. I think it was Derek Barnett and like a 1st round pick next year for DK Metcalf and a 6th round pick next year. I would do that in a heartbeat. You kidding me? I would do that so quick. Hey, Joe, we have not talked about this, man. He has kind of slid under the radar, but what up with McLeod? What is to be expected of him? I've heard different things with him. I've heard everything from he'll be ready for week 1 to it might take him 3 or 4 weeks. So, I think that he's ready to go. I think that we'll probably see him more so probably closer to like week 2 or 3. I don't think he'll be that in there the first couple weeks. If he is, great, but I don't think he will be. I think he's hungry. I think that he's probably just as slighted as most of this defense because he had a good year last year. He really did. And I think it's going under the wayside because our defense was bad last year. But in the same way that Eric Wilson was productive with the Vikings, in the same way that Anthony Harris was productive with the Vikings, those were terrible defenses. You know what I'm saying? Those weren't good defenses last year. So, counting the Eagles and the Vikings, we weren't good defenses. So the players that did have good years kind of went under the wayside. Obviously, that injury is huge, but I think that Rodney McLeod has a lot to prove, and he's the vet now. He's the guy now. He's going to be the voice on that defense. So do I expect him to have a Pro Bowl season? I don't know, but I think that he does. I think that he thinks this is his year. So we'll see. Who do y'all want to sign next? I don't want to sign. No, unless it's a cornerback, I'm not really looking to sign nobody. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't think that there's anybody out there like that's like, oh, we need him right now. I think cornerback's the only position I would love to shore up. But other than that, I'm chilling. I think we chilling. What are your thoughts on Jonathan Gannon press conference from yesterday? I love the guy, man. I really do. And I'm trying not to get too hype, on, words and lip service, but I do love the guy. I think he's very real, and even was it Jason Avant? I want to say it was Jason Avant that kind of, don't quote me on who it was, but it was one of our former players that kind of was poo-pooing on Nick Sirianni and Jonathan Gannon, kind of saying that the energy seemed a little fake. And they finally met him at the preseason or the training camps, I should say, and they fell in love with the guy. I think, look, and everything you hear from all these players, whether it's Tracy Rocker, whether it's Nick Sirianni, Jonathan Gannon, Steve Steichen, you hear all these players they've fallen in love with these guys because of the energy. So I think that's a very big part of it. Like I've said this before, when you get to the NFL, everybody has talent, right? So you have to get these guys ready to play. You guys got these guys up for the competition. So I think we got that, man. Have you heard about Dillard? Is he ready? I have not heard much about Dillard, to be honest. I think he's been very quiet. I think he has a lot to prove, but he should be ready for week 1. I don't think that there shouldn't be much speculation around there. I mean, his injury happened pretty early, so he should be ready. I believe he's been working out. So we'll see with him. Like I said, man, he's got to win his position. I don't know if there's a backup role for him. So I love the kid. I think that a lot of people are sleeping on him just because, of his injury and everything, and we didn't really necessarily get to see what he could be. But just like everybody on this team, man, the cards are stacked against you. It's time to compete. It's time to win a job, man. Rent is due every day, right, Jalen? Rent is due every day. What's up, everybody? What I missed? What's good, BMO? What's good, brother? We just talking. You know how we get down. Arizona Cardinals, Minnesota Eagles. Nah, we're the Indianapolis Eagles. We're the Philadelphia Colts. Our whole staff is from the Colts. I mean, we really might be crazy good this year if the pieces work. I mean, we lost our games close. We weren't getting blown out. Yeah, and I think everybody was bad, man. And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, we're going to be great. But I think that we have a shot to shock some people. Nobody knows who we are, and I include us in this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and act like I know who we are. I don't know who we are, for better or for worse. So, we have to see it play out, man. Devontae Smith, rookie floor is current. John Brown ceiling is current. Chris Godwin, average. Cowboys, Cole Beasley. I mean, John Brown wasn't terrible. I would take that. I wouldn't take that because obviously he's a first-round pick. I wouldn't want that, and I definitely wouldn't want Cole Beasley. Chris Godwin is the man. So, shout out to him, Penn State. I don't know what Devontae Smith, I've heard a lot of crazy comparisons from Reggie Wayne to this guy to that guy. I'm just ready to see this kid play, man. Speaking of Pro Bowlers, who are your Eagle Pro Bowl predictions for this year? That's a good question. I'm going to go Lane. I'm going to go Brandon Brooks because if they're healthy, it's just going to happen. I'll probably go Kelsey. I think he has one more good year in him. Offensively, I think Miles Sanders could have a Pro Bowl year. I don't know though. It's hard to bet. I don't know if any of our wide receivers will yet. Maybe a Devontae Smith. I would probably say the only other player on the offense that I could see having a Pro Bowl year is probably a Miles Sanders. Defensively, I think Fletcher Cox is finally going to have like a number-wise breakout year again. I know a lot of people sleep on his production just because it's not jumping off of the paper like it used to, but it is what it is. I think that we have a good enough front seven that he's not going to have all the pressure on him. So I think Fletcher is going to go crazy this year. I think Darius Slay, depending on what we do at that cornerback 2 position, he could have a great year. Other than that, maybe a Rodney McLeod. Maybe Rodney McLeod really goes out there and balls out. But other than that, I don't really see anybody else on the defense. Jake Elliott's definitely not going to get a Pro Bowl. But shout out to Aaron Sippis. Aaron Sippis is going to be a Pro Bowl punter. I'm calling it now. And it's not just because I interviewed him. That's not the reason. Ranting Philly fans wants to fight me. He can't even stand up with who's fighting in the comments. No fighting. Linebackers got improved for y'all. Same with every position on defense. Linebackers, I think, is still a bit of a question. I think outside of Eric Wilson and maybe like a Alex Singleton, TJ Edwards, you have a lot of questions. Even with those players, you kind of have questions in how they're going to fit in the in the defense, excuse me. Secondary, man, cornerback, I don't know. Zach McPherson, he might be good, but that's the only dude we really got. We got a bunch of nobodies after him. Avonte Maddox we got also, but I think I speak for everybody when I say we're not overly excited for him to be playing on the outside. So we'll see. We gave them Carson and we got their coaches. Exactly. And we got one of their offensive linemen. So I have y'all going 9-7. Well, we're playing 17 games. So do you have us going 9-8 or 10-7? I need to know that. But I think we'll be around there. I think 10-7, maybe 9-8 is where we'll probably be around. When I did my record prediction, I said like 6 or 7 wins. We'll see. I'm all over the place. The closer that I get to the actual season, the more unrealistic I get. I've said that a million times. Okay, so something is up with YouTube because your link was working and it switched to mine on YouTube Studio. They messing up. Yeah, I don't know what's up with YouTube, bro. I really don't. Like YouTube has been acting up. Like they messed up like the money for the month and everything. I really don't know what's going on with YouTube, but it is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all trying, man. Eagles champ said he got it, so that's good. Washington's overhyped. Yeah, I think they don't have a quarterback. I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick is he's literally both sides of the coin. You don't know what you're going to get with him. So, I think that every team in the NFC East has a shot. And if you win the NFC East, what happens, guys? You go to the playoffs. So we might not be the greatest team, but we have a chance to go to the playoffs by default because our division is not the greatest. So when people you be like, oh, you're bugging out, you think that they can make the playoffs. You're bugging out if you think that the Cowboys are just going to run through this division. You're bugging if you think Washington is going to run through this division or the Giants. I mean, it is what it is. It's weird. It's weird, man. I appreciate you, Big Place. I appreciate you, man. I wish Jason Peters will retire so we don't have to worry about him coming back. He hasn't announced that he's retired yet, right? That is funny. Well, I mean, if he comes back, bro, I'll be pissed. Birdman, thanks, but I don't like talking about my channel on those people. Man, you good, Big Place, Slay. I understand your pain, bro. What's good, Hardcore Ryan? What's good? 10-7. I'll take it. I like you, Arizona Cardinals fan. You good with me. We fam no big facts. 11-6. Okay, Nina. I'll take that. What up, Eagles fan? Big fanny. There you go. Just woke up. What did I miss? Not much. We just talking about this offense. So I'll repeat what I said from the beginning. So the question I posed, and I want to ask you guys as well. Does this offense, does the Philadelphia Eagles offense have enough firepower to go into 2021 being competitive? I want to know what you guys think. Do you think this offense is equipped? I do. I think that we can be good enough to compete and make the playoffs. Like I said a million times, I'm not saying this is a Super Bowl team. I'm not saying we're going to go out there and break records, but I do not think that the division is head and shoulders better than it was last year. I don't think that there's one team that really made a huge difference in this offseason that can really, sit there and be like, oh, it's mine now. There was seasons that we knew, all right, look, the Eagles are probably going to win this division. There were seasons that we looked and we're like, all right, the Giants got a good team. This is probably their division. Cowboys, everybody's had those years, but I don't see it. I definitely don't see it this year. So we're going to see. Y'all crazy. Fits no magic. Exactly. What is that? What is RFP? I don't even know what that is. I'm trying my best, Joe. I always got to show love to you. I appreciate you, man, for real. Well, you can fall for it. I don't care. He does this every time. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all crazy. 8 and 9 Eagles. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that. That's basically a 500 team. I think we would be okay with that. And I think that it's an eye test this year. I don't know how you guys feel about the term eye test, but I think that this is going to be the biggest year for that eye test. You know what I'm saying? We have to see improvement on this team, whether we win 4 games, whether we win 14 games. It really doesn't, it matters, obviously, but the main thing is going to be, we have to see an improvement in these players. We have to see an actual scheme. You know what I'm saying? We have to see all these things that they're saying come to fruition. We've been sold a dream before as Eagles fans. We've been sold a lot of dreams. I think we can all agree there. So we have to see it actually happen. So Drew says, yes, I think so too, man. Yeah, they definitely are overhyped. That defense is disgusting. I'll give them that. Yeah, unfortunately, I have us with 11 wins as well. I'm going and hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. I respect that. You got to have that cautious optimism. Got to hope for the best. Champs. Everyone can change. I have you guys a sleepers team winning the division this year. I think we are a sleeper team, man. I don't know if we're going to do anything in the playoffs, but I feel like we at least got a little bit, even just losing some of these coaches. I think we got better just in that alone. RFP is an Eagles YouTuber. Joe No Say. I like Ron Rivera, but he has no quarterback. I love Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera, I was so sad that he went to Washington because, I'm Puerto Rican, and he was the first Puerto Rican coach to go to a Super Bowl. So I got mad respect for him as a man. And obviously his whole story this year was incredible. What he went through, and not just with his personal life, but with that team. That team went through some craziness while he was going through some craziness. So I have nothing but respect for that man. But yeah, I have nothing but hatred for the Washington football team. Cool Eagle says 11 and 6 Eagles. I would take that, man. Where's all these people that were so negative? Because maybe it's just on Twitter. That's what it is. I just have really good subscribers. That's what it is, because y'all know what time it is. 11 and 6 or 10 and 7. I'll take that. I want the best for all Eagles fans. There we go. I actually saw a stat yesterday from Mr. Rome Talk, and it consisted that Washington didn't too well on defense. It was just good D-line, but their secondary didn't play up to par. I could believe that. That D-line is ridiculous. Maybe that it does blind me a little bit, but that's kind of what we're hoping that our defense can do, is that our defensive line, and I guess you can count our linebackers in there. We're kind of hoping that they just overshadow the weaknesses that we have in the secondary. So we'll see, man. I don't think Washington's going to be that great this year. Unless Ryan Fitzpatrick has a Pro Bowl type season, I don't see anything happening. Grimes is a star in the making. I feel it. I like Trayvon Grimes a lot. I like all these wide receivers that we have. I love Devontae Smith, but I think that it's going to be a lot of competition. So I'm excited. I've never heard of him either. How did Giants fan become so confident and why they beat us once? That's the thing. My cousin, he's probably watching this right now, hating on me or whatever. But my cousin's a huge Giants fan, you know what I'm saying? And he hit me up this morning and he was like, man, I'll put a jersey on it. We sweeping y'all this year. I was like, bro, when's the last time y'all swept us? When's the last time that even happened? Where are y'all getting this righteousness from? Like, come on, bro. Y'all do not deserve this hype. Stop it. Daniel Jones is garbage. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jones is trash. What's good, Taylor Bowers? What's good, brother? I just want to let you know, too, I've seen your comments on Facebook. It's not that I was ignoring you. I was in Facebook jail, so but I'm back now. We're going to be fine either way. Our defense minus corner is solid. Hurts has the highest yards per carry. And we added I was about to say Geno Smith, and we added Devontae Smith. Gonna be Gucci, bro. I agree. I think that, look, and I'm gonna keep saying this because I know some people are just coming in. Shout out to everybody. We still got 30 people in here. Please do hit that like, hit that subscribe if you are new. But like I said before, I'm not betting that this team's gonna win a Super Bowl, but I do think we have way more talent than people are giving us credit for. I have us 12 wins. I had to fight to give us 5 losses, 10 wins minimum. Okay, I like that. I didn't even know that you were Puerto Rican. Why'd you write it like that, bro? I'm not from a port. Coach Nick preaching competition while Doug played favorites. Yeah, it's a fact. Imagine you making the Super Bowl and Hurts' second year. It happened with Carson in his first full year, in his first year fully starting. Who knows? That's the thing. We didn't think. I mean, Carson Wentz's first year was up and down. Carson Wentz's rookie year was kind of up and down, but you saw talent. I think that you saw. If I'm being honest, I saw more in Carson Wentz's first year, but it was a full year than I did see in obviously Jalen Hurts' 4 games. But this is really kind of his first year, so we'll see. I have all the confidence in Jalen Hurts that he can go out there and play, man. 10-7. Okay. Okay. Happy birthday, Ref Taco. Slay Maddox. Or if we sign Conley, I would like that. With a ripped pride. LeBlanc with a ripped pride. I respect that. Honestly, I don't even know, man. I think Slay Maddox and Zach McPherson are obvious locks to make the team. Outside of that, have fun. I would like to see Michael Jacquet just because he's big. He's like 6'2", and everybody else is like 5'10" at the tallest. We'll see. I really don't know, man. I really don't know. I don't want to give you a wrong answer. We're gonna be fine either way. Our defense minded. I read that. Okay. I have Hurts playing at an MVP level. You remember my prediction. Now these coaches got me believing it's possible. Hey, I said we got to keep this hype up. Daniel Pesos. Big facts. Daniel Dogecoin, that's what I'm gonna call him, man. He tanking. Hot take: if we sign Steven Nelson, we have the best all-around roster in the East. That might not be that hot of a take. Because corner is really the only position that I'm really, really worried about. Our wide receivers are questionable. Obviously, our quarterback, we don't necessarily know what he is, but I might have to agree with that. Danny Doorstop. Yards per completion, bruh, with no chemistry and 4-game sample. Big facts. What did I say, Carrie? Hurts getting me hyped. He making me get pumped. Yeah, everything he's saying, man, he's just saying the right things. And like I said, we've gotten fooled before, man. We've, gotten overly hyped about some teams that maybe we shouldn't have. But I like this team. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that they're a Super Bowl team. Just saying that they have talent. I feel like the Giants are so confident they can sweep us because it's like every 4 years we switch with who sweeps each other other 4 years. And it's after 4 years, it's us. And another 4 years is them. They ain't going to sweep us, bro. We've swept them like 4 times in the past 5 years. Damn, I didn't even know Facebook had a jail. What did you do? Cuss somebody out? Somebody. Nah, I ain't cussing nobody grandma out, man. But yeah, I said some things I shouldn't have said, you know what I'm saying? But I'm back. You ever been to Puerto Rico, bro? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I might be going back this summer, to be honest. My cousin was trying to talk me into it, going out this June. I misspelled it. The NFL saying Hurts is a good quarterback, only helps Hurts development. I can't wait. I agree. What's good, Queen Von Pack? Queen Von. What's good? What's good? I completely forgot about McPherson. Replace LeBlanc and Scott with as the rip pride. I hope that's actually what they put him down as. See, Eagles change, people do change. You're against Hurts before, and now you're pumped. Glad to see it. There we go. Everybody has the right to change their mind, right? I feel like after a little bit of research, everybody has their initial reaction, and then you take a little bit of time and you find out who they are. Danny Dip-ish. Oh, I like that one too. Yeah, I got a strong feeling Obi is going to be cornerback too. That's a hot take. Okay. Do you have your GED? No, I dropped out in the third grade, brother. Can someone tell me why they think Steve Nelson is so good? His team cut him with ease because he wanted more money. How good is due for real? I agree. I understand that. I understand what you're saying on that. I know that he has supposedly been having like mad people talking to him. So, we'll see. We'll definitely see. I think that he'll be better than anybody we got. That's, at least on paper. I obviously don't know what Zach McPherson is. I don't know what Obi Abababa, whatever the heck his name is. I don't know what any of these guys are. Josiah Scott, I don't know what any of these guys are. But I mean, Steven Nelson is kind of a what you're getting out of him. So I don't want to pay him big bucks. I've said that before, but hey, man, if you can get him, you can get him. Some Cowboys fans say Diggs is better than Slay. That's why they're Cowboys fans, man. That's why they're Cowboys fans. So Trayvon Diggs is only good against us. I think he had all his interceptions against the Eagles. So when did you originally become an Eagles fan? I became in first grade. My teacher knew Brent Selleck. Hey, that's the jersey I got behind me, Brent Selleck. I became an Eagles fan when I was like 11 or maybe a little bit earlier. Nobody signed him yet. I feel you. I can understand that thought process. Like I said, I feel like he's just better than anybody we got. Drop a freestyle on this Friday. Nah, man. Nah, I don't do the raps no more, man. I'm retired. What's good? What's good, Victory? What are your all-around expectations for our secondary, including our safety core? I expect Slay to have a better year. I expect Rodney McLeod to step up and be a leader vocally. Outside of that, man, I expect to figure it out as we go because I really don't feel like they did anything to make me feel very, very confident in this team. In the secondary, at least I should say, but I do feel confident in obviously Slay, and I feel confident in Rodney McLeod. I think Kayvon Wallace might have a step up year this year. Jacoby Stevens, I think, is a guy that can move around a lot for this team. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I think it's going to be I expect this secondary to be very versatile at the very least. I expect to see these guys move around a lot. That's really the only expectation I kind of have right now. Yo, fire show, my guy. I got to get going, keep killing it. You already know Eagles Uncensored. Be safe, bro. I appreciate you coming through. Yeah, I'm probably about to end this pretty soon anyways. So instead of bringing a 28-year-old slightly better cornerback, just develop the young guys. I mean, but is he slightly better? Like, I mean, if our second option is going to be Zach McPherson, I don't know who Zach McPherson is. I hope that he's good, but Steve Nelson is in my opinion way better than what Zach. Like, I think Steve Nelson is very good. I think that he wants a lot of money and they don't want to pay him that, which is understandable. But I think he has a market out there. Jacoby's going to cover Pitts. I can't wait. And I even told Matt, talking to Jacoby, I was telling him, bro, I can't wait to see him knock some heads off because that man can hit. That man can hit. That's the one thing I kept watching, and I was like, damn, this boy puts his body out there. So, I agree. We don't know who anybody will be in the scheme. You know what I'm saying? But, if you think that he has the talent, you go out there and get him, man. And if you can do it for a good price, coaching staff will put these guys in a position to not look like trash on the defensive side. Exactly. Schwartz wasn't even putting these guys in a position. He was just sitting, he was just sending them out there and playing man all game. Any thoughts on Coach Gannon's comments from yesterday? I love everything he says. Everything that kid say, everything our coaching staff has said up until this point. You know, honestly, they got me. You know what I'm saying? They got me. Now it's about seeing it transform onto the field. That's really what it comes down to. I mean, we've talked to Spadero, we've talked to Derek Gunn, we've talked to McPherson. They've all said the same thing, even before I kind of was on the train, that you could tell these guys love football. You could tell these guys want to be coaches. They want to develop players. They want to make their team better. But it comes down to the field. That's it. It comes down to what happens out there, you know, on Sunday night or Sunday during the day or Monday night or Thursday night. That's what it comes down to. So I love them as, you know, development guys, as coaches. They're saying all the right things. But we'll see what happens, man. I think Hurts being the QB makes people question how good this team is, actually, because some people think he's good and others think he's bad. But Wentz was a lot more trusted than Hurts as a quarterback. Exactly. And yeah, I think Hurts is going to earn that trust. I think Hurts is going to earn that trust. We don't know what Nelson would be in the scheme. Yeah, I read that. Imagine develop Devontae, J Jets, DK. You could have had that. Yeah. We know. No more effing sticks defense. Yeah, I'm so happy about that. What's good, Eagle Slayer? What's good? But yeah, either way, I'm about to get off here. I appreciate everybody that rocked out with me. We still got 32 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe if you are new. Check the links in the description. We got discounts on Papa B's, Chunky Hot Sauce, Fire. Use our code. You can get a discount. And yeah, we are going to be partnering up with Manscaped pretty soon, which is pretty dope. And if you want to be a member, it's only 99 cents for a couple more months. Link is in the description. But other than that, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for coming through. But y'all know what it is, man. Oh, so you're the guy everybody's talking about. You're the guy. Yeah, well, good thing I'm leaving now. Either way, fly goes fly, and we are out shit.